Oh, sure, Donna. Ready? Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, and honored guests. On behalf of the Escambia County School Board, Mr. Lameek White, President, Ms. Cindy Jackson, Vice President, Mr. Kevin Holmes, Mr. Greg Dawkins, Mr. Jerry Wilson, Ms. Sherry Digman, and Mr. Coleman Wallace. Superintendent Dr. Michelle Collier, Assistant Superintendent Ms. Cynthia Wilson, Assistant Principal Mr. Greg Brock, and myself, Todd Williamson. I would like to welcome you to the 96th graduation ceremony at W.S. Neal High School. It is a privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate one of life's important milestones, graduation of the class of 2026. Will everyone please stand as we honor the class of 2026? Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Mr. Malachi Bailey, Mr. LeBaron Jones, Ms. Cameron Dees, and Ms. Emery Talbert, your 2026 senior class officers.
Y'all ready? Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing as Addison Aaron leads us in the alma mater and presents her opening remarks.
On Escambia's rolling plains and 'neath the sun-kissed sky, proudly stands our alma mater, Neal high. To thy name we sing thy praise from hearts that love so true, and pledge to thee our loyalty the ages through. Hail thy colors blue and gold, unfurled unto the sky, and may that golden eagle ever fly. Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Today is the final page in this chapter of our lives. I am so proud of you all for making it here and refusing to give up when life got hard. Thank you, parents, for always supporting our education by going to Walmart at midnight for the school project we forgot was due tomorrow, or for paying the locker fee from freshman year so we could walk today. Your support means more than we know and more than we would like to admit. To our teachers, thank you for being patient with us and teaching us the things we needed to know in life, even when it wasn't your subject. Now to the class of 2026, this may seem silly, but I want you all to look at each other. To me, all the chairs in front of us feels like tiny markers on a spider web. And I'm amazed at how connected we all are, how point A leads to point B, and then all the way to Z. Each of us spinning out into infinity, but still tied together through class parties and group projects, field days, and cahoots. For a brief moment, it feels like we are all a part of something. To some, tearful eyes, and others, joyful smiles, this is the last time our spider web is connected before we spin out to infinity. So take this moment to look at each other one last time. And I cannot wait to see what you all have planned for the future. For the last time, seniors, congratulations, and welcome to graduation.
At this time, Mr. Elijah Stone will present his salutatory address.
First, I want to thank God for giving us all the strength and ability to be here tonight. Without Him, none of us, especially me, would be here. You know, I've had a lot of people come up to me and act surprised that I got Sal and Dakota got Val, since in middle school, I was number one and he was number two. And I always had the same reaction. I go, well, I'm not. 8th grade year, he had the flu for like a month. He told me after that graduation too, he came up to me and he said, this won't happen again. Honestly, it kind of sounded like a threat, and apparently it was. If you know me though, you know I don't like losing. And we haven't done that a lot lately, thanks to Coach Fountain and Coach Sims. But since this one was to Dakota, I can take it gracefully. Maybe. The past 4 years have gone by in a sort of weird combination, both in the blink of an eye and something that somehow felt like forever. But we made it. For us football players and athletes, every morning workout with Thunderstruck and Disco Inferno blasting in our half-awoken heads at 6 o'clock in the morning made these short years feel like decades. But all those Friday nights under these lights made those years feel like sheer minutes, and I wouldn't trade a single moment of it. The hard, no handout, no pat on the back, no time to think about past victories because of current battles taught us how to be stronger men and women. After all, that's life. When you begin to focus on past successes, you won't be ready for present challenges. Beyond just athletics, our class has been brought together in the classroom. From group projects to labs to trying to find that one missing worksheet that somehow brought your grade down to a 68, even though you have 14 other minor grade 100s, we survived together. We made friends and people we never thought we'd talk to, and kept even more that we'd known for years. Some of my favorite memories are joking around at the lunch table and going through the halls with Day Day and Davion, talking to random people we had never met before. For one, just because we could. And two, because you never know what someone is going through, and maybe they needed someone to bring some joy into their lives. These are the memories that last a lifetime, and some that I will cherish forever. They brought us closer, kept us going through all the hard times, and will be there for us to remember many years from now. Now I want to take a second to talk about someone who had one of the biggest impacts on me personally and our school as a whole. As soon as Coach Fountain came onto the scene, he had an immediate impact. You can't even say W.S. Neal without thinking of Coach Fountain. He brought back discipline, accountability, and a sense of school pride that this place hadn't seen in a long time. But to me, the biggest thing he brought back was Coach Sims. Not only is Coach Sims a great coach, but he genuinely tries to be the best and most fair person he could possibly be. He loves this place and his players, and we love him just as much. I will never forget the memories and time I had with Coach Fountain, and the only thing I would change about tonight would be for him to be standing here watching. We love you, Coach Fountain, and miss you more than we know. I can't put into words how much you meant to us. Before I'm done, I want to leave you all with a couple scriptures that I hold on to and that help me every day. First, Acts 4:12, which says, "Neither is there salvation in any other, For there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. And Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, which says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. If you hadn't heard anything else that I said tonight, remember those verses, because they're the most important thing you will hear tonight. God has brought me through so many tough nights after games that made me feel like I was 2 feet tall, injuries that in the moment felt so unfair and cruel, and school days that made me feel like I was going to completely break down. When I was at my lowest point, I knew I could always fall on him, and there would be comfort and healing. Now, as we look forward to our futures, let us not forget the people, time, and memories that got us here. To my fellow seniors, our legacy at Neal may be over, but the story of who we become is just beginning. And to the future graduates of our school, never be afraid to meet new people, share your faith with others, and create your own lasting legacies. As much as I hate to give this place up, it is yours now. Own it and love it as much as we have. Treat it with respect and love, because that is what it deserves and nothing less. This is honestly one of the most difficult nights of my life. Ever since I was a small kid, I spent my whole life dreaming of playing under the lights of this school and walking through its halls. And I've enjoyed every last second. And now, in the blink of an eye, it's over. For the past 4 years, I've given every ounce of effort and energy I've had into WSNL. I love these people, and I love this place. Without a doubt, this is the blessed place to spend this short period of your life, and I'll truly miss it. Thank you to all the teachers, coaches, custodians, students, fans, and most importantly, my parents who made these years so amazing. As for me and my class, our legacy has been built, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of us. The standard is the standard.
At this time, Mr. Dakota Dubose will present his valedictory address.
I just want to say, Eli, that was beautiful. Now this is going to be a little bit different, but it'll still be something genuine. Good evening, everyone. And on behalf of the class of 2026, it is my extreme pleasure to welcome every single one of you here today. This is a grand achievement for myself and my classmates. Before I begin, I would like to thank everyone that is here in support and celebration of the class of 2026. It's because of the families and the faculty and staff that we are being there to guide us and help shape us into who we are that we can walk across this stage today. For this, we are eternally grateful to all of you. So, I'm pretty sure that we have all had someone in our lives that will forever be in our hearts, whether they be a parent, teachers, or administrator. These are people that have made all this possible. So I want to go ahead and take the opportunity to thank those in my life that are special to me. I first want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because I wouldn't have this opportunity to be speaking to all of you without him. To Coach Fountain and his family, I will forever be grateful to the contributions made during y'all's time at this school. Coach Fountain was a role model to me. He came into such a difficult situation and turned us around for the better. He taught me that your character is one of the most important qualities as a person. The way you react to the results matters much more than the result itself. He was also a man of very strong faith, and he was one of the reasons I turned my life over to being a Christian. There's something that he told us, and it goes a little something like this. God's the only one who is high enough to be able to look down on others, so you don't have the right to look down on others. I always think back to that whenever I find myself in a situation to be considerate to someone else. So thank y'all so much. To Coach Sims and Miss Sims, y'all have always put us kids first in any situation. Y'all have done an amazing job at changing the culture at Neal Athletics, and I believe I talk for everybody when I say we are extremely thankful. To Mr. Coleman, from 8th grade to my senior year, I want to tell you, your class has been the highlight of my day. You have provided not only an amazing class period to everyone, but you have also given us qualities I believe we might not have learned anywhere else. You have pushed me past my comfort zone in many situations because you knew I was capable of so much. Even in times of failure, you made sure I would not hold my head down. So thank you, Mr. Coleman. To my fellow graduates, thank you all for making this experience one to remember. Y'all have motivated me to be the best that I can be. It's crazy that we basically watched each other grow up. Even so, we still have a lot more growing to do. And let me tell every single one of you now, I'm proud of y'all. Thank you, Mike. I know all your futures are bright, and I cannot wait to see how far y'all make it. Now, this is going to be a little bit, but I would like to thank my family. Y'all just don't know how much y'all mean to me. I especially want to thank my dad. He has never been one to want his name out there for everyone to see. He has always been happy with seeing the end result, regardless of whether he received recognition of it or not. But this is not going to be like that. If I could, I'd have you up here with me, because you have not only driven me to be my best self, but you've also provided me so much throughout my life that I will never until the end of time be able to pay you back. You may not have been able to give me everything I wanted, but you've always provided me with everything I needed. You deserve all the recognition in the world for how much you sacrificed for me, Justin, and Mallory. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. So, that's not it. it's pretty lengthy, I'll tell y'all that. So, now that I got that done, I wanted to let y'all know that I have procrastinated on this speech up until the last minute, mainly due to me not wanting this moment in time to come. I believe a lot can be said in that. Whether it's a crowd of this size, the nerves getting to me, but I really know it's because I did not want this moment in time to pass. And I have the feeling that some of my classmates feel the same way. We do not fully know what is ahead of all of us. But if I can tell y'all anything, it is this. Do not be afraid to take the next step. I know it sounds simple just for me to say that, but after tonight, every single one of us will take that step together. We are leaving behind a place we've known our whole lives, all the routines that we complained about, and the moments that we thought would last forever. It's scary to think about, but at the same time, it's beautiful, because the path ahead of us is one that we get to decide ourselves. And with that, we get to the question, well, what now? For me, I'll be attending Auburn University in the fall to major in biosystems engineering. Some of you will also be attending accredited universities, trade schools, or decide to go into the workforce. Whatever your decision is, make the most of it. Because, to me, success is not measured by where you go, but the effort, character, and purpose you carry with you along the way. No matter what path each of us takes after tonight, each one of us has the ability to leave an impact somewhere in this world. So even though our futures may look different, we will always share the moments, lessons, and friendships that brought us to this moment together. So, well, now, if you know me, you know that I pretty much like to know everything. As I've been told of my classmates, I'm somewhat of a computer. So, here's a random fact. The human brain can send signals at speeds up to 268 miles an hour. Unfortunately, mine usually waits until 2 a.m. to start sending them. I'm not kidding. The majority of my assignments were done super late into the night. That being said, I'm sorry to my family for y'all having to put up with that. But honestly, that's just kind of who I am. I overthink things, ask way too many questions, and I probably spend more time researching random topics than I should. If there was ever a conversation happening in class, there's a good chance I was either trying to learn something new or explaining something nobody asked me to explain. At the same time, I think that curiosity is what got me here. It pushed me to work harder, stay motivated, and always try to improve myself. And while I definitely don't have everything figured out, I've learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is keep learning, keep growing, and trust that all the late nights and hard work will eventually mean something. So, my goal tonight was not just to give a speech, but to leave an impact. I don't want this to end up being one of those generic "we did it" speeches. I wanted to connect to my classmates and everyone here just by simply being myself. I'm pretty nerdy. I engage in topics that most people would not care about. But at the same time, I'm also someone who loves being outdoors, whether that's being around cattle, fixing a busted tractor, or just getting away from all the noise. And honestly, I used to think those two sides of me didn't really fit together. But over time, I realized something. The things that make us different are usually what define us the most. Our interests, our passions, and all the little quirks about ourselves are what make us memorable to each other. I told some people I'd put this into my speech, so here it is. I have two quotes that I'd like to share with y'all tonight that I think simplify the two sides of myself perfectly. The first one comes from someone you may not expect or even know of, a YouTuber named Technoblade, who once said, Skyblock teaches us that no matter how ridiculous the odds seem, within us resides the power to overcome these challenges and achieve something beautiful. As nerdy as that may sound, I genuinely love that quote because I think it reflects something important. Every person sitting here tonight started with different circumstances, different struggles, and different goals. But all of us still managed to build something meaningful out of these last 4 years. The second quote reflects a different side of me. The more thoughtful side, the side of me that really spends a lot of time thinking about purpose, impact, and what everything really means beyond grades, awards, or accomplishments. This quote comes from Pablo Picasso, who once said, "The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of a life is to give it away." And really, I think that quote not only who I strive to be, but who our graduating class is becoming. Over the last 4 years, every one of us has discovered something about ourselves, whether that be a talent, a passion, or dream, or simply just the kind of person we want to become. For me, that gift has been curiosity, leadership, and a drive to keep learning. But I think the second half of that quote is the most important part. Our gifts were never meant to stay to only ourselves. They are meant to help other people, inspire others, and leave the world better than we found it. With that, I believe I brought something together. I brought together all the elements to form something that is truly meaningful, and not just making it a speech about accomplishments or graduation, but a reflection of who we are, who we've been, and who we are becoming. Tonight is more just than an end to our high school lives. It is the closing of one chapter and the uncertain, exciting beginning of another one. And while we may leave this place and go down different paths, I hope we never lose the things that made us who we are. The things like our passions, our memories, our friendships, and the people who shape us along the way. Class of 2026, thank y'all for the memories, the laughter, and everything in between that made these years unforgettable. No matter where life takes us next, I believe every person here has the ability to achieve something beautiful and leave an impact on the world around them. Thank y'all, God bless, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Good evening. Tonight we are celebrating the 96th graduation of W.S. Neal High School. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you tonight as we recognize these seniors. At this time, will the top 10 graduates please stand and enter the stage? We proudly present the W.S. Neal High School symbolic first diploma to our 2026 valedictorian, Mr. Dakota Ryan Dubose. We proudly award the W.S. Neal High School Symbolic Second Diploma to our 2026 salutatorian, Mr. Elijah Benjamin Stone. At this time, I will continue with the 8 remaining top 10 graduates. Number 3 in the class of 2026 is Miss Addison Noel Aaron. Number 4 in the class of 2026 is Miss Anna Grace Murphy. Number 5 in the class of 2026 is Mr. Easton Robert Grace. Number 6 in the class of 2026 is Mr. Davion Jermaine Polite. Number 7 in the class of 2026 is Miss Shannon Page Nelson. Number 8 in the class of 2026 is Miss Ariana Grace Pate. Number 9 in the class of 2026 is Miss Kiera Ann Jackson. Number 10 in the class of 2026 is Miss Madeline Rose Mealer. Now I ask the remainder of the graduating class of 2026 to enter the stage. Michaela Jewel Anthony. Braden Lane Armstrong. Malachi Jerome Bailey. Zoe Angelina Baker. Michael O'Neill Bowens, Jr. Kirsten Avery Bradley. Blaine Edward Brown. Keegan Luke Brown. Kenneth Mason Hagan Capps. Samorian Taki Clark. Shelby Keith Cochran. Cameron Stephen Crenshaw. Cameron Shania Dees. Destiny Imani Limaya Denson. Demetrius Requan Fantroy. Angelina Franco. Cecilia Franco. Brianna Nicole Franklin. Tyler Benjamin Frazier. Calvin Gaines III. Michael James Glass. Matthew Keyshawn Godbolt. Grady James Goolsby. Abigail Michelle Gray. Akira Marie Alexander Green. Maria Isabel Gazar. Colby John Michael Hall. Donovan Rashad Hall. Dalen J. Higdon. Kevin Kareem Howard. Paris Renee Howard. Mary Addison Jernigan. Kayvon McKinley Johnson. LeBaron Devon Jones Jr. Samson Rashawn Jones. Brian O'Neill Kiles. Caleb Zacchaeus Lawson. Connor Allen Long. Judson Carl Marcantel. Takiria Jalea Makia Matthews. Janasia Neve McDonald. Alexander Joseph Nichols. Alexis Cheyenne Odom. Jada Denise Odom. Alexia Mariah Olson. Serenity Marie Pittman. Aiden Lord Robertson. Blake Samuel Roberts. Catherine Renee Robinson. Zoe Lynn Royce. Amari Zahir Rudolph. Cedric Leon Samuel Jr. Zakiria Zanasia Samuel. Jaden Mika Santiago. Reginald Kente Smith Jr. Shannon O'Neill Smith. Akiria Imani Lee Spears. Colin Jefferson Tate. Ajada Zalin Thompson. Christina Adriana Talbert. Emery J. Talbert. Kimberly Lee Varner. Elizabeth Leanne Ward. Cadence Nicole Wood. Brandon Ryan Zapata Mendoza.
You did. Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, staff, board members, and honored guests. Tonight is a special night for our seniors, but I would not be truthful if I didn't say that it's a little bit emotional for me personally. This graduation ceremony marks not only the end of your high school journey, but it is also my final graduation as principal of W.S. Neal High School. For years, I have stood on this stage and watched countless students walk across it, filled with uncertainty, excitement, pride, and hope. Every class leaves its mark on a school, but this group, at this moment, will forever be cherished for me. You've arrived 4 years ago as freshmen, carrying backpacks that looked too big. You were uncertain and nervous. Not only were you trying to figure out schedules, lockers, friendships, you were also trying to figure out who you wanted to become. Along the way, you have learned lessons far beyond textbooks and classrooms. Over the past 4 years, you have grown into leaders, athletes, scholars, musicians, workers, teammates, and role models. Some lessons came easily, while others came with challenges, disappointment, setbacks, and at times you would make the decision to keep going or not. And yet, you are here. That alone speaks volumes about who you are. You have learned that success is not defined only by awards, grades, scholarships, or championships. Success is defined by character. It is defined by how you treat people when you think no one is watching. It is defined by your willingness to work hard, to be honest, and to keep moving forward even when life becomes difficult. As we both prepare to leave this school, I have spent time reflecting on what high school is really about. After all the meetings, schedules, games, performances, and ceremonies, I keep coming back to the simple truth. High school is not simply about classes or a building. It's about people, relationships, and memories. It is about moments like this. I will always remember the Friday night lights, the victories, the excitement, the laughter in the hallways, and the quiet conversations with students who simply needed someone to talk to them and believe in them. And that is what each of you need to remember tonight. It is that someone believed in you. Your parents believed in you. Your teachers believed in you. Your coaches believed in you. Your friends believed in you. And even in the challenging times, I believed in you. Some of you already know exactly where life has taken you. Others are still trying to figure it out. But both of those are okay. Life is not a race with a single finish line. In fact, many times the people who make the largest impact in this world are not the ones with the perfect plan, but the ones who continue to show up, learn, grow, and refuse to quit. Where you go next, college, the workforce, the military, technical training, or somewhere entirely unexpected, I ask that you carry these things with you. Be kind, especially when it's easy to be critical. Be humble, especially as you become successful. Be determined, especially in the face of adversity. And never underestimate the power of simply doing the right thing. This world doesn't just need talented people, it needs dependable, compassionate, and honest people. It needs people that are willing to lead with integrity. As far as for me, Leaving the school is not easy. Being your principal has been one of the greatest honors of my life. Thank you for the lessons that you have taught me, the memories you have given me, and the pride that you have brought to this school and this community. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your story. Tonight, as you've walked across this stage, understand that you did not just receive a diploma. You are carrying forward the pride and tradition of this great school and the legacy of the W.S. Neal High School family. A family that has helped shape you, and now you have the opportunity to shape lives of others. Class of 2026, I am proud of you, and I believe in you. Although this is my final graduation as principal, watching you step into your future is the perfect way to close this chapter. Congratulations, graduates. Now go forward with courage, gratitude, and purpose. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you. At this time, Malachi will have closing remarks by Senior Class President.
I'm a little nervous. Good evening, everyone. Before we close this unforgettable day, I want to take a moment to thank each person who made it possible. To our faculty, staff, and parents, your dedication has been the steady compass guiding us forward. To our families and friends, your encouragement has been the wind beneath our feet. And to my fellow graduates, today is our day, and we have earned every bit of this celebration. Now let's look back. When we first walked through those doors, we carried a mix of excitement, uncertainty, and hope. Along the way, we faced challenges that tested our patience, my patience, and each other's patience, and even our teachers' patience. But through it all, we built resilience and learned to believe in ourselves. We didn't just learn from teachers, textbooks, and lectures, Coach Roberts. We learned from late night study sessions, group projects that never went as planned, and those moments when we had to pick up ourselves and push forward. Seniors, every step, every setback, and every success has shaped us into who we are today. Now get ready for the next chapter. Graduates, graduation is not the end of the story. It's the turning of the page. The world we're stepping into is full of opportunities, but also challenges that will require courage, creativity, and yes, sometimes even a little patience and self-control. Remember, success is not just about what you achieve, but about the difference you make in the lives of others. Carry forward the lessons we've learned here at Neal High, not just the academic ones, but the lessons of empathy, integrity, and calmness. As we leave here today, on May 14th, 2026, I challenge you to do 3 things. Stay curious. Never stop learning because the world never stops changing. Be bold. Take risks that scare you because that's where growth happens. Lift others as you succeed because true success is shared success. Graduates, today we celebrate our past, but more importantly, we believe in our future. Go forward with confidence, lead with a pure heart, and never forget that you have the power to shape the world for the better. And also, as the late Maya Angelou once said, your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. And another thing, as I always remember, you have a choice at whatever, so always choose the better side of it. Congratulations to the class of 2026 and to myself. The stage is yours. Go make your mark. I love each and every one of you, including staff. Sincerely, your senior class president, Malachi Bailey.
Seniors, will you please stand? Seniors, the turning of the tassel from the right to the left shows the transition from student to graduates. Seniors, you may now turn your tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you W.S. Neal's high school class of 2026. Seniors, you may now toss your caps. Audience, please stand. Congratulate class of 2026.